All right, so let's go ahead and get started. What I want to talk to you about today are the actual fundamental elements that you need to be thinking about doing on a daily basis if you really want to achieve a new level in your playing. So the first thing is really understanding the three primary elements. The first element is development of your picking hand, development of your fretting hand, and then putting the two together and understanding how to take these two guys and synchronize them, get them to understand each other, to be able to anticipate each other's moves. And this all comes with a lot of practice, a lot of jamming, a lot of, just hands-on, time spent playing. So that third category is really the ultimate category that we're looking for, but we're going to use those first two categories to get us prepped. Now, before we start any physical action, the first thing that we need to do is understand some basic things that you should be doing on a daily basis. I'm not going to preach to you about eating right, but I am going to tell you that healthier eating certainly helps your body. It helps your muscles. It helps just your general well-being, your concentration, your positivity, all these different kind of things. Second thing, water. Drinking enough water on a daily basis. If you ever have like tight muscles and you feel run down, all those sorts of things, it's amazing what water can do for you. So keep that in mind. And the next thing, which we're going to talk about a little bit, is some fundamental stretches that I want you to think about. So if you've just gotten home from school or you've gotten home from work or whatever it is that you do in your world and you're going to practice, you're going to sit down and practice, the first thing that you should do is make sure that you're appropriately warmed up. And it seems like a silly thing, but it really does make a huge difference. When I practice on a daily basis or when I perform or whatever it might be, there are certain routines that I do all the time, and I want to show you some of those. Now, I'm sitting down, so I'm going to do as many as I can for you that are really crucial. I'm not going to give you 50 different things to do, but I'm going to give you my favorite one hands down, and you might have seen this before, but I'm telling you, it's huge. What I want you to do is I want you to take your two hands, and I want you to put them together like this, okay? And then what I want you to do is keep the bottoms of your palms together, and I want you to flip out your elbows like this, okay? Now the trick is to keep the bottoms together. Don't let them split apart. So once I get those together, I'm going to take this, I'm going to drop it down in between me like this as far as I can by still keeping those bottoms together. Now, I don't want to be overly painful. I got to feel the stretch, okay? So the first step of this is just this. If you've never really done this before, you might already feel some massive stretching happening, and that's awesome. Okay, you can do this for 10 or 15 seconds, and then you can release and slowly stretch out your wrists again. Your wrists might get a little bit locked from doing that, so you want to just take it easy, get them going again, okay? So I'm going to show you the step 2 to this. Okay, so once we get these guys together, we drop them down. Okay, this stretch is happening. Now, the next trick is crucial. Now, I had carpal tunnel syndrome on both my hands. I had surgery on both my hands. So these were some of the therapeutic things I did to get back in the guitar playing race, okay? So once you get these together, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this elbow over here, and I'm going to push it towards that wall. Okay, now as I push it towards the wall, my hand or my elbow can't go up. My elbow has to stay parallel right here. I got to stay here. So without moving my body, I'm going to push that elbow straight out, not upward, straight out, just like this. And you're going to feel some massive pulling in your tendons and your muscles right here when you do that. So I come down, push straight out, and all of a sudden you can feel those. Okay? You can go out as far as you want, okay? But the trick is you see how I'm staying straight? Okay, I'm not going upward. I'm staying straight. Okay, then I can come back and I can do the same thing on the other side. I push straight out and stretch out those muscles. Okay, and then again, when you get done, be really gentle. Be really gentle with those wrists. Okay, get them kind of going again because they kind of get locked when they're sitting like that. Okay, another thing that works really well is to take this and now flip it over. Okay, you may not be able to go completely straight. You might be a little bit down like this or whatever, but you want to go straight over. And again, hold those together. So I'm turning over and I'm holding those together. Now, what I can do from here is pull it towards my chin. Okay, so I can pull that up towards my chin. Now I'm going to feel this massive stretching happening right here. And of course, that's where I had my carpal tunnel surgery. So this was a really, really good one to keep those stretched out. Now, if I only did that exercise, that stretching exercise right there, that would be huge for me. And I do this before I perform, all those sorts of things, okay? But the next thing I like to do is I like to pinch my fingers. And what this does is when you pinch your fingers, it gets blood flowing through your fingers to your fingertips, okay? You don't have to pinch it till you hurt or anything like that, but you just pinch your fingers, pinch your fingertips over and over and over like this. You just pinch them, okay? And, then you get some blood flowing into those, okay? Another thing I like to do that's really important is I'll kind of put my fingers in. You see my 2 fingers here, my third and my pinky. I'll put all 4 of my fingers in there and I'll kind of pull and stretch it out. And they might crack a little bit. That's okay. And I might do that for 10 or 15 seconds. And I just spread those out, okay? Some of them are going to spread out a little more than others, and it's okay. Okay, and I can just do that on each hand over and over and over as I see fit. This is something that I like to do when I'm just sitting around. I might be watching TV or something. These are really good ones that I can do. I don't bother anybody, and they feel really, really good. Okay, getting stretched out a little bit. Okay, sometimes I'll just grab my wrist like this, and I'll just pull back a little bit like that. That's another really good one. It's going to be easy to do. Just pull back. Just stretch those out. Okay. This one's really nice, though, because it stretches a little bit further. There's more happening in here than just in here. But these are all really good things that you can do.